I, 28 male, told my girlfriend, 22 female, she's my favorite person, and now I feel ashamed. I just had an incredible weekend with my girlfriend of over 2 months. We shared a lot of exciting and emotionally intimate experiences, and it made me feel very close and connected to her. Towards the end of our time together, she was lying in my arms in bed and I looked into her eyes and said, "I love you and you're my favorite person." She seemed a bit shocked that she's my favorite. "Really?" she asked, "like, even more than your parents?" I told her that I meant it and that my sentiments came from a very real place. I've told her several times before that I love her. She seems to be accepting of what I said, but she's definitely the slower one of the two of us when it comes to emotions. I'm not sure about you guys, but I often feel embarrassed or ashamed after bearing my heart like this. Is it normal to feel this way, and should I have held back on telling her? Too long did not read. I recently expressed how much I love my girlfriend and now feel embarrassed because of how surprised she was. Speaking for myself and a lot of women in my friend circle, "You're my favorite person" on its own is sweet. "You're my favorite person" and many "I love yous" and a 2-month relationship. It would be a little overwhelming. Obviously some commenters here disagree, and that's cool. You love hard, you fall fast, and you're super expressive about it. That's why you date, to find someone who's a good fit for you. Would y'all stop paper it? The man loves heart her. Period. Yes, he's older. Yes, it's been. Who gives a rat's ass? It's months, not days. It can happen as an adult very easily if your heart is ready, and you meet the right person. I wish you both the best. You should feel proud of yourself. Being vulnerable is hard. It's also sexy as hell. T is right and natural for kids to love their partner more than their parents. This is how new families are made. It is also right and natural for parents to love their children more than their partner. They need more protection and an advocate. There's so many kinds of love for family and friends. There's no point to withholding love. It's so much better shared. I had this with my slightly different as he has kids. I was basically telling him I love his kids, but sometimes it hurts to know he is my number 1 person in the world and I'm his number 4 because his kids come before me. Not asking him to change it obviously, but just reminding him of it. He looked at me like, "Really? I'm your number 1 person ever?" I was like, "Yeah, even above your parents. I love them very much, but yes. Oh, and #X200B. I feel like it's normal in a serious relationship for that person to become your number 1. Doesn't mean you love anyone else any less than you did before. 2 months is quite early on though. It sounds like you're more towards the open-hearted, or anxious, attachment style, and your girlfriend may be more of a rolling stone, or avoidant attachment style, although it's quite possibly that one or both of you are secure. It's just that you might be not exactly at the same place on the spectrum of attachment styles. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that, and each attachment style has strengths as well as weaknesses, but looking up attachment styles and/or reading the book Attached, The New Science of Adult Attachment would be very helpful to understanding situations like this. It's actually backed by clinical science, so it's not just some relationship expert's opinion. Even more than your parents. Are anybody's parents their favorite people? After the age of 5 anyway. That was little weird. I'd be a bit worried about her relationship with her parents, and the inability to see that those were just words that came from a place of connection and joy. I understand that her reaction made you feel that way, but please try not to take it so hard. It's not that big of a deal. Bro, you're almost 30. Why are you dating a 22 years old?